everybody, welcome back to another episode of Happiness Matters, the show with Beanie, me, and Mo. I love you too. Okay, you need to get down, please. Ugh, I love you, but wow. And today I have another friend here, and we did not meet networking, just so you know. How did we meet? Oh, we'll figure that out in a minute. Anyway, my friend Ashley, and I refer to her lovingly as my dealer, and because we get stoned, not that kind of stoned. She has healing stones. My bling that I wear, that's all her. And I absolutely love it.
So glad.
And it's an addiction. It's like, oh, I must have this piece. Oh. So it's like the one I'm wearing right now is called Dragon Vein.
Dragon Vein Agate.
Right. And I saw it. I mean, I'm not a purple fan, but Dragon Vein. Wow. So, so anyway.
It's amazing.
Right.
I know dragon's your spirit animal, so you had to have this.
It had my name on it. And then sometimes, you know, when we meet and I get my goods, she wears something, and I lovingly ask her how attached she is to whatever piece that is. And, you know, a lot of times not that much because they end up in my hands.
Very true. You were asking about my Boswanian agate ring today.
It's like, how lovely. It's so cool. I wish I could like zoom in, but I haven't figured that part out yet from over here. But, oh darn, it fits. So what does this do?
Boswanian agate, it's one of your unconditional love stones. There's 4 unconditional love stones.
And I love you unconditionally.
I love you unconditionally. We love you, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really a calming, vibrational stone.
Oh, okay.
So it's not as powerful as some of your other agates.
Oh, it goes with my outfit too. I was like,
it does. I still have your credit card, so we may do some business on the air.
I like it. She does that.
I know. Well, I always believe stones call you, and that every stone has a rightful owner. And sometimes you're just a conduit for the stone, that you may pass that on, you know, for some reason.
Oh, and what a great conduit you are. So what's really interesting is, so Ashley actually does not have a website. She does not have a storefront. She does it all through a Facebook group.
Correct.
And I think that's maybe how we met. And then, you know, we met so I can pick up my stones, and somebody invited me. I think
we met at Navajo Hogan.
Yeah, oh, that's right, because you have to do the pop-up shows. Yeah. And that's when I got hooked on it. And the first piece I remember I bought was my rainbow, my solar...
solar quartz.
Yes, but it was like rainbow colors and just like, oh, come to me.
Yes,
and that's how we met. And then, you know, so, but yeah, she does everything on her Facebook group, which is amazing. But guys, man, you gotta be quick. If there's a piece you like and you really want it, sold, email address done. Because if you wait and you hem and haw,
it won't be there.
It won't be there. Pretty much, no. Sometimes you might get lucky. I mean, if the piece is really meant for you, it will be there. It will wait. It will wait. It will be there. I found that with a few pieces. I was like, oh, I really want this, but I don't really want to spend the money right now.
You're exactly right.
I'll think about it. And then, oh, look, it's on sale. Oh, darn. And it's still available in mine.
It happens every time.
Because law of attraction, law of vibration, I put it out there and it said, okay.
That's it. The universe made it happen.
Right. And I mean, it's really true. I mean, if the piece is meant for you, it'll be there. You know, and if you're not getting it, then it's not for you. It was for that other person, and then there's something better.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm so in love with these. Just as you
You have a new ring.
I know. And then you gave me this beautiful gift, this little bracelet here with the beads, and that you said it's bloodstone.
That's a bloodstone.
I love bloodstone. It's one day, you had I think I bought a pendant. And it was bloodstone.
Yes.
And I was like, it's a bloodstone, it's so cool, I must have it. I didn't even care what it did, but it does, what does it do? I forget.
You know, bloodstone is, well, like your blood, but, you know, it helps with the circulatory issues, it helps with any, you know, blood issues, but that's a heart chakra one too. But what's interesting is you go back to your colors, and with the green in the bloodstone primarily, those are your wealth colors. Oh. You know, so talking about universal and law of attraction energy, that will bring you abundance. And so whatever you're thinking,
I need more green. No.
Exactly. So bloodstones are really powerful.
Oh,
and
nice.
It has both of those put together.
I just love them because, I don't know, there's just something about this. And then this is tourmaline?
Labradorite.
Oh yeah, no, tourmaline is what you're wearing around your neck, which I really want.
Yes, this is black tourmaline.
See, she wouldn't offer that to me, but that's okay.
Nope.
No, I absolutely love the black tourmaline because it's not polished, but it's a really powerful protection stone.
Correct.
And it is just absolutely amazing.
And a grounding stone. So when we say grounding, a lot of people are like, what does that mean? And grounding is, putting your energy almost back into Mother Earth, putting your energy back into those roots. So you're not way up high,
right?
You're not, real low. It's balancing you out.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been in those situations that all of a sudden, you either,
right.
Driving, that you're like,
what?
You're so
driving
tense.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Driving to Denver, you're so tense that you need a grounding stone, and that just evens everything out. So your oxygen, is coming in and out, your blood's flowing, and everything is going the way it meant to be.
Okay.
And so all these stones kind of protect you from the things that you can't control.
Right.
So I always say, why not try them? Why not have those extra benefits?
Right. Absolutely. And sometimes I'm just drawn to it because of the name. So one of the last times, we met so I can get my goods, she was wearing this gorgeous ring, and you're wearing one similar to that.
I am.
So I think the stone is a little bit different because I think mine had what did you say, it's a rainbow moonstone?
Yes, you have a rainbow moonstone. This is a white topaz.
Right. And and then just like, oh, that's cool. And then she said, it's the goddess stone. I'm like, sold.
That's when you need your tiara.
I told you it's the goddess stone. I'm like, sold. But I mean, and that's how I do sometimes. I mean, something catches my eye and I'm like, nah. But then it has a really cool name. Sold.
Absolutely,
Because
and I think those are the universal way of trying to get that stone to you too.
Right.
Is dragons. You're like,
Oh my
got it,
gosh.
that's mine. Not everybody says that, so that stone goes to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, it's just so fun. It is fun, and I love reading because with every piece you have, and with the stone, you have a little write up there that goes with it what the stone does. And sometimes, like, I have this one, and I can't pronounce Prehnite, yeah. And it's like it does this and this and this and this, and the last sentence is it heals the healer sold. That was what caught my eye on that. Plus it's just a beautiful, it's not a in-your-face kind of green, but it's kind of like translucent.
Yes.
Oh, it is just, oh my gosh. It is,
aqua, all these
it's gorgeous. But for me, it heals the healer. I could not tell you what else it does. I don't have a clue.
That's all you need to know.
But for me, that was all I needed to know. It heals the healer. I was like, ooh, I need more of this. And then today, because did I mention it's an addiction? But I bought this and I saw this gorgeous ruby pendant. And it's a raw ruby.
It's a raw ruby.
And it's a big chunk.
Yeah.
It's a big chunk.
Yes.
And the way it's set and everything, because to me it's kind of like that medieval, mystical, magical type.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I must have you. Plus ruby's my birthstone, and I've been looking for one for a little while, and poof, there it was.
And ruby is your passion, fiery, stone.
Oh yeah, and
Huge
it's
stimulator, yeah.
gorgeous. It is absolutely
gorgeous.
And it's so interesting too, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I know what that is, and then I read the description and I'm so wrong.
Sorry.
Not sorry. No, not even a little bit. But I was like, oh, I'm getting the hang of it, and then no. But that's okay. And I'm like, Ashley, what is this? It's like, so she's wearing a ring right now, that little black ring there. It's a hematite, you said, right?
Hematite, yep.
Hematite. So, and it was so funny because I was going through my junk jewelry drawer, and I found one. And I remembered that I bought that in Alaska when I was on a cruise. And I couldn't remember for the life of me what it is. I knew it was something cool. That I remembered, but I couldn't remember. And I was like, oh, I need to ask Ashley. Oh, she's coming to the house. I can ask her. Well, totally spaced it. But this is how the universe works. The universe wanted me to know what that was.
Yep.
So she is wearing exactly the same ring.
Yep.
It's like,
Do you want me to even more?
yes.
Is when I got out of the car today, it found this in the car and just put it on.
Okay, I have chills now. This is so cool. But then we're all into the woo-woo stuff anyway, so it's really not surprising.
No.
No, to either one of us, but it's still really cool.
And so
how that works.
hematite is really important if you're an empath. And so if you're an empath, you make sure to have hematite on your body. I prefer the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of your protection side. That's where all energy is coming.
Even if you're left-handed?
Yeah.
Okay,
Even
interesting.
if you're left-handed, because you're still talking, everything's body language. You're usually it's primarily right.
Oh,
Even if you're writing dominant left.
okay.
And so, but I mean, it really just put it on your body. You'll be you'll be okay.
Right.
But hematite is not only a grounding stone, but it deflects negative emotions. So as an empath, if you're in a situation or a meeting and you just know it's hard or you know there's someone draining, put on hematite and it'll be a completely different experience. Now you're not going to change that person that's completely draining.
Right.
But you're going to change the effect.
Well, you can never
you.
change the other person anyway. You can
Never
only
change.
change how you react in those situations. I mean.
Absolutely,
So,
and I know
yeah.
you and I are both huge empaths.
Right.
And so, you know, working prior in my job in senior living, you felt all these emotions. You felt people's pain when you'd walk into a building.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, because you're really seeing the end of life. And so that's really when I started researching, you know, what can
Right.
help an empath.
Very cool.
Because I can't change me at this time,
Right.
but can I protect myself from gaining their pain? Because sometimes I was physically ill from just, you know, being next to them or seeing them. I was gaining
And
their
you know, and
illness.
we all get this, and I know some of the folks watching, they're like, you know, no, you don't. Yeah, you do, because, and I guarantee you have felt it too. I mean, think back of a time when you went into a room and you just wanted to leave right away. Or you felt really warm and fuzzy and welcome in there. That's what we're talking about. I mean, it's not on a really conscious level. I mean, for us now, it's more of a conscious level because we're aware of it. But before I learned of what and know what I know now, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, why somebody take me out of here?
Yes.
And I didn't understand why. Well, now I do, because it's all of those energies and everything. And when you're not protected, you just, especially as an empath, you just soak it all in, and you can get so depressed that it's not even your stuff.
It's not even your
and
emotions.
you're beating yourself up over, why am I so depressed? Why am I so sad? What is going on? And you don't understand. You know, I mean, for adults, we can kind of learn it, but for kids, it's really hard. You know, because they don't, I mean, first of all, they don't understand those kind of feelings and stuff in the first place. You know, and now you get dealing with your own stuff, and now you get everybody else's too. So it's like, so having a stone that can protect you. I mean, I also have an energy shield of it, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, to have certain stones and things, and they look great. I mean, you know, it's like,
Yeah, Mother Earth.
accessories, you know. But I mean, it's just really nice to have and to protect. So, and I love that. So, but I also know that, because, I mean, we've talked a few times, you know, and you've always were drawn. You have always were drawn. That's good English, Beanie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Hey, English is my second language. My excuse. I just, whatever. Anyway, so, but you were always drawn to stones from when you were a kid, right?
Correct. And in fact, I think the first stone I ever had was given to me by a family friend, and I still have that bracelet when I was a year old, and it's a turquoise, and a turquoise is your calming, your harmony, you know, stone. This is also the 70s, early 70s, so turquoise was very popular, but that definitely, you know, started my full circle.
Very cool.
Journey, but I was the kid who picked up stones. I was the kid who kicked them around. If there was a choice between digging in the dirt and finding a gem or doing something else, I was digging in the dirt. And so I always was connected to the earth and realized that a little piece of jewelry, I wanted to know where it came from and how deep in the earth was it.
Right.
And
how long was it there? And
how long was it there? Was it millions of years? Was it billions? I mean, you know, I only know my 100-year scale. So
right.
Even very, very, very young, I had a full awareness of how long and what the universe and really entailed. And when we grew up, there was still Pluto was a planet. Is it back to be a planet? I don't know. But
who knows?
I was always looking at the stars and looking at the mountains, and then figuring out they kind of all came together. And there was
Very
a reason
cool.
for, and then the stones were what I could touch and feel and bring all of those into my world, but into reality.
Right.
Because I can't touch and feel a star. I know it's there. I see it.
Right.
And I don't even know if it's a planet or if it's a
Right. No, yeah, absolutely.
black hole. We know what's going on there. But in a stone, I can see it, and I know that's billions of years old.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does that ground me, physically, but it also mentally, it lets me, realize I got to do some stuff with my life, and it's now or never, and it goes back into the path of the universal and law of attraction. Because this is 1 billion years old, but I really only have max 100 if I'm lucky.
Right. No, I get. And what's really cool is I'm wearing my stuff because it's I love the colors. I just love them. So I wear it, and then really cool stuff happens throughout the day. And I'm texting Ashley, or I call her, I was like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe this. Blah blah. And her first question, what are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
What stones are you wearing? And I tell her, she goes, well, duh, no wonder, because of blah 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 blah.
Those are attraction stones. Those are.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, whoa. Because honestly, when I started, I just put them on because they're pretty and they go with my outfit, or because I can, or because they have a cool name.
Exactly.
But then really cool stuff happens, or strange things happen. Strange even for me sometimes, and I'm, oh my God, Ashley! But to have this connection, it is just. So, and I know I talk to some people like, yeah,
it's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's pretty, but it's a rock.
But how did it become a rock? What was the process to make that river rock in your backyard?
Right.
It was earth, volcanoes, shifting of, tectonic plates. What created that piece?
So
that has so much energy in it.
Here's my brain. Fun fact. That river rock could be dinosaur poop.
Could be. Could be.
That's how my
dinosaur bone I'll bring you.
That's how my brain works. But it is just so really cool. So, but you've not always done this. This is your full-time gig now. This is what you do.
Full-time, yeah.
So I know
a few years now.
Cool. That is so cool. Now, do you travel around the world to get the stones and the jewelry, or?
Sometimes. When it's starting out, yes, it was very helpful.
When you go to Germany, can I go and be a translator, please?
Yes, anytime.
Okay. You all heard it.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Anyway.
We went, I was really blessed to have my parents with me last year, and we went to Russia, and found amber, and so we have been a lot of places. Went to Colombia and got to work with the emeralds there, and spent a whole day in this jewelry
You have
factory.
some pieces that are raw emeralds.
Gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And that mine had been closed for a long time because Pablo Escobar had, the big drug lord, had taken over that mine. And so it just now, in the last few years has been, reopened. So that was a really neat experience to just touch and feel and see those artisans.
So do you make the jewelry then once you have the stones?
I wish I had the time. No, I don't. I have a few people that work for me, and we contract out that make them all.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's great because then you can put, a Ronda Crucianite with a howlite, and those two can go together, which has kind of never been done in the metaphysical world. Is that I like to put a lot of stones in a setting, so you can get a lot of those powers.
Right. And I have a few pieces that have, and it's like, they're really pretty. And I really like it when the combination is some of my power stones.
Yeah.
It's like I have this the set of earrings, which is red coral, and the lapis.
Yes.
And both of them are some of my power stones. So when I wear them, it's like not only do I look gorgeous, but I just feel good, and I can't put a finger on it. I cannot say it's like, well, I feel like this because of this,
It's the whole
and I can't even tell you. It's like. Specifically how good I feel. I just feel good.
Yeah, you feel confident.
I mean,
And that could just
it's
be that mentally you feel good, like you're wearing your favorite suit.
Right.
There's no difference in that either, but you also have this thing that has so much energy in it, besides plastic or, something.
And there's no plastic because it's all sterling silver, the stones are all.
Exactly.
And here's the best thing, guys, the prices. Because at first, I was like, there's no way I could ever afford this. Oh,
Can.
help me, Chimney. Your prices are amazing. No wonder you get people addicted, you stone dealer, yo.
Sorry.
You're so not sorry. No.
Not sorry.
No, but I mean,
the reason they're affordable, Beanie, is because I work out of my house and
you don't have the overhead.
I don't have the overhead,
Right.
the insurance, and all those great little things that go with it. Is it crammed in the house? Yeah.
Yeah, let's buy a bigger
But
house.
I won't ever go into an office space. With Facebook, I can touch people in a matter of seconds and minutes all across the world.
Mm-hmm. And you ship all across the world.
I ship all over across the world. And so that's where this interactive, comes from. Unlike a website where you buy it, you stick it in your cart, you go to push PayPal, and it arrives at your house.
And then you hope you get the piece you actually ordered.
Exactly. This you just write sold under, there's 1,000 one-of-a-kind pieces at any given time, and there's things added every day.
And that's the thing, every single
hour.
piece is a one-of-a-kind.
Yeah.
You might get similar ones.
But there's only one of those stones.
But there's only one of those
There's only one of those.
There's only one of those, and one of those, and one of those, and one of those. Oh, one of these, I forgot. Do you remember?
Charoite.
Charoite. What did that do?
Oh, Charoite's a beautiful stone. It is from Russia. There's only one mine near the Chara River, and it was near Siberia. And the great story about that mine is when people used to Russia used to put their people in Siberia.
Oh, they send them to the mines.
So they send them to the mines. And
Oh,
that was
I've
the
chosen.
Charoite
Wow.
mines, and they're very vibrant purples and blacks.
Mm-hmm. No,
That's the one I said you always needed, and you said I don't like purple.
I know. But I've embraced purple because I also found out, because I was reading one of the books you suggested, The Waking Up in the Fifth Dimension.
Mhm.
Oh no, Welcome to the Fifth Dimension.
Welcome to the Fifth Dimension.
And I didn't even know about soul families.
You didn't?
No! I did not know. I didn't know about soul families, so I really think I am the purple one, the facilitator.
I agree with that.
I think I never knew, but because even though I'm not a fan of purple has always shown up in my face. And lately it's been shown up a lot in my face.
Gotta accept it.
And, reading about, what they are, and I was like, well, I'll be. So now I'm wearing purple clothes. I'm embracing my purple.
Good.
So, but yeah.
Good. There's your Charoite.
Right.
Oh, you got lepidite on too.
Yes, I do. Oh yeah. Purple.
Shouldn't you know what she has on?
I just grab, so this is how I get dressed. I put on the clothes, and then I open up, my bracelets, my earrings, my rings, and everything. And I really sit there and I'm like, so, which one of you wants to come out and play today?
I think that's a great.
And for the longest time, for me, everything had to match. And I call it the monk in me. You know the show Monk?
Yep. OCD, yep.
Right, the monk in me, for everything had to match. Well, with these pieces, you don't always get a matching set. You might get lucky, but there's a good chance you're not.
It forces you.
More times than not, you're not. Now I'm at this point, I'm like, wait a minute, I love rainbows. I love all the colors. So now I just put on whatever feels right. Before it was like, does it go with my outfit? Do they all match? Do they all go together? So over it now, it's just like, and you, and you, and you, and you, and sorry,
and
you
do you feel naked without them?
Yes.
I always have to have a stone.
Oh my gosh, I do. Because the other day I went out and I forgot to put rings on. And I'm driving and I'm going, oh my goodness. Oh, I must go home and
That's
put
where I
on
found
rings.
this in the car.
No, but seriously, because they have become such a part of, for my spiritual journey, for my growth, for so many things. And it's really strange when I'm not wearing them.
Yes.
Even one piece. I need to wear at least one piece. Otherwise, it's like, I'm so off. I'm so weird. I'm often weird anyway. We know that. But more often weird than normal.
Just scary, isn't it?
I know. Yes. But it is just, I am so And I mean, I was curious because at one point I actually bought a book about gemstones, and it's collecting dust in my shelf. But no coincidences. I wasn't ready at that time.
Yeah. You gotta dust that off.
Oh, I am. Actually,
have a lot of reading to do.
I know. I have like 10 books sitting there, but no, I mean, again, no coincidences, and it is so fascinating, and I'm so excited to have you in my life because no coincidences. You know, it's kind of sad that you don't do the pop-up shows anymore, but I get why, because it's
a lot of work.
It's crazy. But I love the sales you have, and I cannot wait for the Leo album.
Coming up soon.
Because I'm a Leo. My birthday's coming up, so it's like
we're both fire signs.
I know. That's why we click. But anyway, so I cannot wait for that album to come up. Right now it's the Cancer. And her zodiac, you call them zodiac horoscope sales?
Yep, same thing. Yeah.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Everything 40% off. Everything in that album, people, 40% off.
Better grab it.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in there.
Well,
and when it doesn't
so I'm
sell,
cheap, that's why I buy most of my stuff. Because I know if it's meant for me, it'll be in there.
And if it doesn't sell, it's retired to my closet. So it's a win-win.
And eventually it's coming out again. Because you can only retire so much in your closet. Because I know you have a small place.
I know, but I have a lot.
Oh, I'll be happy to store. I can store some for you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for that offer.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're so welcome. I have space to store. just give me the word and I'll come by and Mo and I will come get it.
Perfect. Perfect. So talking about soul families, I think that's interesting. So you're a facilitator. Mm-hmm. So there's 5 soul families.
You're right.
And I usually connect with a builder, is what I really think I am. But now I think as I've grown spiritually and know more, I think I'm a sage.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I'm at the cusp of that.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I mean, facilitator speaks the most to me, but I can see myself going into the sage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a sage is just it's a part of all of them.
Right.
And, it had so many past lives and different things that all of a sudden so in any different life, if you're a sage, you can connect to different ones.
Right. And I mean, at some level, at some point in our lives, we connect to all of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking back on this lifetime because it's the only one I remember right now. I look back and it's like, oh my God, I was so a builder and I was so this and I was so that. And I still have connection there, and I still
but where's
feel,
your heart?
Like I feel connected, but not at home.
Not at home. That's a perfect way to say it.
I don't feel at home.
Mm-hmm.
I feel at home in the facilitator, and again moving into the sage. So because the growth and
I would put you there too. I mean, just knowing you, that's exactly where I would.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just fast. So the book is called Waking Up in the
Welcome to the Fifth
Welcome
Dimension.
to the Fifth Dimension. Because I have another book that I read first, and I'm glad I did because it's a little easier to read and easier to understand.
Yeah.
Because that's a little hard.
It is a little difficult.
But that one I'm talking is just Welcome to 5D or Waking Up in 5D. That's what that's called. So I read that first, which I'm glad I did because what the freak is the fifth dimension and there's actually more than just that, but it was a really good.
And it's a big book too. I mean,
like thick book, and it's not
college textbook.
And it's not an easy read. I don't think it's an easy read. It's not something you can just like waking up.
It goes into
right.
I mean, all these different, Pythagorean theorem and, different.
It goes so
nuclear
into
medicine
depth, right.
and, why is it? It's not just welcome to a fifth dimension. Is all about space and
right.
Yeah,
but and waking up in 5D is a fairly easy read.
It's like the cheat sheet of it.
I mean, it's still has quite some pages to it, but it is easy to understand. It's like the introduction. For me, it was the introduction.
Yeah, when you're awakened, when you're
right.
Right.
But the gist of the fifth dimension is everything is love. Come from love.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's just yes, that is See, when we get together, we need to schedule like lots of time because we talk about all this. It's really cool. I think it's really cool.
I think it's really cool too, honestly.
Awesome, and it's really cool because your vibe attracts your tribe. And once I started stepping and learning more about that whole side, the metaphysical and quantum physics and all of this, it's exciting to see the people I'm attracting, and people who I've known for a while. they're opening up to me.
In different ways.
Well, it's not just in different ways, but turns out they're woo-woo too. They just never...
Are they hidden a little?
Yeah, they're like, the closet woo-woos. But I mean...
Come on out!
It's okay, but I mean, they feel safe to share with me. Because I get it, and it's really nice to talk with people about these things and not have to feel weird and, really watch what you're saying.
Where people, all of a sudden categorize you. Are you a witch? Are you,
Right.
no.
It has nothing to do with that, no.
But it is. It's a little scary to say,
Well, because
I
the
believe
thing
in
is...
stones.
Right, but I mean, because
once you know
there's
your true
this
self.
stigma and, all the history with the witch hunts and all of that, but here's the thing, I mean, there's the light side and there's absolutely the dark side.
Correct.
It's like, stay away from the dark side. Luke, no.
Your father.
I'm your father. No, but I mean, it is really true. So when you feel like Star Wars and everything, I mean, you have the Jedis and then you have the others. That is absolutely real.
It is.
That is absolutely real. There's a lot of people that practice woo-woo on the dark side. Those are the people you really have to be afraid of and stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can do some serious damage to a lot of things. So stay in the light, come from love, always come from love. That's how you stay in the light. I mean, that's the best, easiest way to say it is like, come from love. Even if somebody really ticks you off, love them anyway, because they're going through whatever stuff they're going through, and it's not you, it's them. And again, unless you're a douche, then it's you, but generally it's not you, it's them, okay? Love on them because now they need it more than ever.
And when you do that, and you raise your vibration, and so what happens when your vibration is raised is you attract
Because I'm happy.
what you want.
That's right, and that's how we
You can
connected.
read Beanie's book and go right into dive in more detail.
Did you
about
say
it.
Beanie's book?
Beanie's book, Happiness Matters,
There you
because
go.
it does.
Hey, I only bring it out when people mention it. I'm like, oh, book, yes. But anyway,
But it
this
does
is so
matter.
right. It does. So I think I'm going to call the show "Get Stoned, Be Happy"
Get stoned, be happy, baby.
because I think this is good.
Do you have any reggae music?
Yeah, but see, then you have to get into the rights, and then you have to pay for the rights, and da 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 da.
Yeah.
Not there yet. But when I take over the Ellen show and make it the Beanie show, when Ellen, not right now, but eventually Ellen has to retire. Ellen has to retire at some point.
I think you should send this to her.
There you go. I agree. So, anyway. But then I can play whatever because, whatever.
Then you come out dancing.
I know, right? See? So, but anyway. Thank you, Ashley, so much for being here. And I will put your contact info, Ashley's contact info for the Facebook group and everything will be at the end of the video, like I always do. And reach out, check out those stones. You can join the group. You can just, join. So
Yeah, just put join. It's under, and also under Full Moon Stone Company. There's a link under
Yep.
our Facebook site to go right into your closed group. So really,
Yeah.
when it's closed, no one knows what you buy, what you do,
nope. Well,
and it's in a.
we kind of know what you buy because if I want the piece and you put sold on that, I know it was you.
But it's in a loving,
It is.
beautiful environment.
It absolutely, it's fun.
It was fun.
Well, I have funny story real quick. The other day, I bought a piece. And my friend Linda, who was on here, my animal communicator friend who was on the show here the other day, she had asked Ashley a question about that piece. And I really wanted it, so I put on there, sold! Sorry, Linda, not sorry. But then
here
Linda,
by 2 minutes.
I know, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So at first Linda was like, really? You did that? I'm like, yeah, because, But then she actually found a piece that she liked even better.
See?
And that's how that works. That's how that works. But anyway,
Every time.
it was just fun. She's like, yeah, gotta be Beanie. No, for me it's like gotta be Linda.
Gotta get those. Gotta get those.
Gotta get those done. But anyway, thank you for being here.
Thank
And anytime we can talk woo-woo stuff. We should do a woo-woo show.
Do a woo-woo show.
Do a woo-woo show. Woo! I like it. Yes, Mo is looking at me like, what? There you are. All right. Well, thanks guys for watching. Again, I put the info up. Have a great day. Be happy. Be kind. Be love. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.